Hello and welcome to the first of our wrapping guides. This is the wraparound part A. So first you want to take your wrap and place it over the top of the well, one end shorter than the other, just enough to cover your baby's body. So once you're ready, you can pick up your baby. If they're all wrapped up and nice and cozy and warm, just unwrap them very gently, supporting the head. Lift the little feet up and help to tuck them and hold them, and then supporting them under their bottom and place them on top of the wrap in the well, nice and comfortably. That's it. And if your baby's a little unsettled, just place your hand over the top of their body and their hands and their legs and give them a gentle rock, and it'll help to settle them and relax them back off to sleep again. So taking the shorter end of the wrap, just place it around the body and tuck a little bit underneath their back just to help to hold it in place over their feet and over their arms. And of course, if you're doing this and a little foot decides to extend out or an arm pops up, just put it back in nice and gently, tuck it back over and continue. So you're going to start with the shoulder and taking the material from the top left in this particular case. You might prefer it to be the other way around, but for me this makes sense. So top left and around the base of your baby, this will help to keep their legs in place and their arms in place. So just a little bit of a gentle push in the right direction. When it comes to lifting the baby's head to move that wrap underneath, just do it with as little disturbance as possible. And then just gently down, obviously the least movement as possible to avoid disturbing your little one. And as you're wrapping this around, you are doing it firmly, but you're not over tightening. It's not so tight that it will cause circulation problems, but it's just firm enough to encourage their legs to stay in the right place. So the last bit of material that you're going to wrap around, there's a couple of different options that you can do with this one. One option is to actually use the excess and create a little hood. The main thing is try and keep it symmetrical around their face and also not too high. You don't want a large forehead, just bring it down a little bit. Try and keep, if there's any wrinkles or folds, just try and keep it symmetrical and smooth. And then the excess, bring it back round the base of the baby and tuck underneath their bottom and back just to keep holding everything in place. Once that's all tucked in, just adjust any of the sides that need to be flattened or smoothed down, maybe just wrapped around the shoulders or their knees. And you are ready for your first photograph. If you don't want to go for the hood and you want to take the hood back down, very simply just lift and help your baby gently to raise their head just enough to release the material from around them, and then just re-wrap around, give it a little bit more of a tightened stretch because obviously it's got a little bit of extra material now. And again, just tucking underneath, making it nice and smooth, making sure that everything is in place, legs and arms, and that your baby is beautifully happy and content. And it's so nice to see those little hands and feet, just enough, just so that you can see. Again, if your baby is unsettled, you can just place your hand on top and give them a little bit of a rock. Now, you want to make sure that you're positioning your baby towards the light, so the light is diagonally coming from the window and across your baby's face. If your baby needs to be elevated underneath their head, now's the time to do it. Just take one of your cloths and place it underneath the posing blankets, not the top one, but underneath those ones. And this will help to just give them a little bit of an elevation, bring their head up towards the camera. So using these cloths, in my particular case, I'm using muslin cloths. If you don't have muslin cloths, you might have washers or face towels, you might have cloth nappies, but whatever it is you're going to use, you can use them to support your baby on their side. You can use them to help raise their baby under their head, simply by folding them either in half or double them over again, and you can roll them, gently maneuvering them into place. So in this case, I'm building a bit of a support wall around the baby's body just to help to keep them feeling really secure and supported. I think we'll speed this bit up a little bit to hurry along the process, otherwise you'll be watching me placing cloths around the baby, and that won't be overly exciting for the next couple of minutes. So once you have placed all the cloths where you want to put them, now's the time to stretch out the blanket and make sure there's no folds or creases or wrinkles. I'm using a heavy book at one end, it's actually a photo album, and ask your partner if they can pull the corner and other end of the blanket a bit taut so that there are no folds or creases, and you're ready to take your photos.